Hi, it's William Jamming here. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to use mixmo to automatically rig for the character for you. Okay, so essentially the mixmo is I think it's owned by Adobe. It's a pretty good website that you can automatically rig it using their algorithm. And so for example, if you upload your model to their website, and they can just automatically rig it for you and add all kinds of animation. Okay, so I'm going to do it for you guys again, so you guys know how to do that. Okay, so first is duplicate your model. You don't need to rig it because yeah, you can automatically rig it, and file, and then you export that. You can export FBX or use the OBJ file and zip file, and because the reason for me not using yeah, all kinds of materials first, but rather rig it first and then use the materials that if you add material, it might be a little bit buggy. So just to save you guys a lot of problem, okay, a lot of trouble. So export it, because there is no material here, you can just use the FBX. Okay, once you use the FBX and you click it, you can just choose the selected object, which means that you need to select this cube, okay, and then file and export, and yeah, FBX, okay, and then you can just export it. Okay, so I've already exported low poly character whole. Click it, and then it will be export. Okay, all the rest can get the default setting. Okay, once you got that, and then you can upload your model to mixmo. Just click upload character and click and drag your model here. So let me just do it for you. Okay, so we got this FBX model. Just click and drag, and it will process it for you. And you need to just get a few anchor points. Okay, so once this is done, you can just click next and just move it to the chain. Remember, just dot. Okay, focus on the chain, wrist, left and right. This is mirrored. Okay, and elbow, I think it's approximately here. Knee here. Okay, and growing part, I think maybe here. Okay, so and then you can use this to reference to yeah, and of course you can choose the standard skeleton, and you can choose two chain finger, because well, I model that I just yeah, I did not make 4 fingers, so you use the 2 chain fingers. Is a good way, but I use the thumb. Okay, so yeah, I can use this. And next, and they will spend approximately 1 minute to process it, just to let the algorithm to learn from your model's information, and they will just automatically rig it for you. And yeah, after you wait a few seconds, you'll notice that your character is actually moving. Okay, it looks pretty good, and click next, and yeah, I'll show this. And at here, your character will do whatever you choose this position. Okay, so for example, jumping down, click it, you get a jumping down animation, jumping down. Okay, and just say I want to walking. Okay, and yeah, walking like this. And you know, if you look at here, it's walking and kind of just flip it back. So because if you want to export to game, you can just click in place, which means that it will just working at the same spot. You can export that to game engine and to move the direction. so give the appearance that he's walking. Okay, and yeah, looking pretty good. And of course you can stop walking with rifle, straddle walking, like Walking Dead walking, and Walking Dead walking. Okay, so it's like if you are modeling a zombie, something like that, you can get that. Injured walking. I think this walking is pretty good. And of course you keep this in place on, and then you can download it. Okay, so click download, and there are some of the options that you can choose. You can choose a binary file, whisking, of course, because you want all these objects stick to the rather than just the skeleton, and keyframe reduction and now. Okay, and then you can just click download. Right, once you got that download, you can just open that walking.apx in your Blender. Okay, so essentially just import that to your Blender file. Okay, so essentially you just click file and import FBX, right, and then it's working. Okay, import FBX, and yeah, you can hide this armature, and you can hide this original cube. Okay, and we got this one reference. Let me just hide it. Let me just grab it to I don't know, maybe x-axis. Just move it here. Okay, then you can just yeah, make it move. Okay, play, and here is our character walking. And definitely what we need to do is to adding all that kind of keyframe. Okay, so instead of the this, I'm going to change that to timeline, because I'm going to add a little bit of animation here, right? And of course, because you got a lot of a keyframe here. Okay, and let me just hide some of the armature. Let me just stick to the armature, okay? Because if you hide it, the timeline will be gone. But I don't like this stuff. Yeah, this sticky head part. So yeah, I guess we have to live with it, because yeah, you need this timeline to show up. So you can just use the space bar, but after that there is no keyframe for you to move from. So you kind of need to needed to go back to its original here. Okay, and of course you can just I think the ending point right here is the 32. Okay, so last keyframe is 32, so I'm going to change that to 32. Okay, so it kind of just can automatically rerun that. Okay, so even though you see a little bit glitch here, I think maybe because maybe 31. Let me just delete one frame. 33. Or maybe just that, because there's a keyframe here, maybe just delete it. And so let's check that out. Starting at time, I think maybe time 2. Right, change that to 2, and I think it's 32. there's a little flickering. I think we will fix that later, but for now I think it looks pretty good. The walking animation looks pretty good, and of course you can get all kinds of animation. I think I've done a lot of animation, so I'm just going to import this FBX. So for example, the entry, I think this looks pretty good. Import it, and you got a lot of keyframe. And let me just hide this armature and the cube. Let me just hide all of it. And this is a new armature, and let me play it, okay? And the end point I think is let me look at. Okay, so let me change that, because yeah, enter, like entering the box ring. Okay, yeah, this looks pretty good. Back to its original position. Okay, this looks pretty good. And this armature. Okay, and I think maybe right. Starting time 1. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Okay, and this a kind of a seamless transaction. Okay, looks pretty good. Frame rate is higher, 60 rather than 30. Okay, I think this looks pretty good. Because the movement is a little bit small, there's no overlap, which is good. And you can use the moving of camera to capture all these movements. Okay, pretty decent.